Thank you for joining me today, Manus.
Thank you, Gemma, for giving me this opportunity.
It's such a pleasure to have you. And thank you for doing this for us as well. I'm sure everyone back home will be thrilled to learn more about the resort. Just to get started, can you just tell me a little bit about your position on the island, your role and what you do here?
Well, my position is as simple as a manager who holds the entire resort as a resort manager. So primarily it's all about looking after the guest, looking after the team, and managing the whole departments around. So that's primarily my job role.
And tell me a little bit more about how the island came to be OBLU. Do you know much about the backstory of the island and its history?
Well, the history behind of the island is carrying from more than 40 years now. So when atmosphere took it over, it was just Helengeli. From Helengeli, we drawn down to a level where it can fall under the bracket of colors of blue, which is quite vibrant and towards a modern, yet keeping the natures in mind, and the resort which serves the purpose of a nature bliss. That's why it is called as OBLU Nature Helengeli.
And it's a beautiful resort. It's very green, it's very lush. Is it a natural island? Has it always been a natural island here?
It is a blissful island by a God gift, 100% natural, evolved from coral. So hence this is called as a coral reef island too. And it is really backed by two beautiful house reefs, which has made a choice for the divers to come to this paradise. And of course, because it has got a 40 years history, the trees around actually speaks the length and the strength of this island. Yeah.
And you mentioned there about the marine life, and we know this island is very popular because of the house reef that it has, the snorkelling and the diving opportunities. What kind of marine life could people expect to see when they're snorkelling?
When I came and docked in the island, I was briefed completely and mesmerized with the marine life that I have personally experienced. It is plentifully available in terms of what marine lives you would have seen ever in your aquariums. So it's basically nature has given almost like 1,000 aquatic animals which are around this healthy house reef, such as like you have got turtles who are like more than 35 years. There are 3 in the house reefs around. There are dolphins, which are actually eye-pleasing creatures, which are being around. There are nurse sharks. There are turtles, which are already we have described about it. Plus, at the same time, there are many more Nemos. There are surgeonfish. There are more lobsters around, and many more. I mean, it will be never ending if I'm going to describe about it. So I would encourage you to please come, experience by yourself, and you will know how healthy it is.
Wonderful. I actually got in the water yesterday and had a snorkel in the Karma Lagoon, and yeah, it's beautiful. There's just such an array of fish, isn't there? And you could just get lost in it for hours. It's just so beautiful, just kind of exploring the marine life under the water. And diving, do guests dive from the resort? Do you have trips that guests can take to go diving at nearby sites as well?
Well, very good question that you asked. Actually, we have arranged 2 trips for our guests when they stay with us. So which is part of their plan. We have one fishing trip, which is every day, and there is a sunset cruise that goes every day as well as part of the plan. Unless somebody wants a private diving course or private excursions, they're most welcome. We have a very certified and well-trained TGI, which is a third-party diving center. Ensures that you are well taken care in terms of diving or in terms of any kind of excursions, be it parasailing, or be it a boat ride, or be it a diving paradise that you want to explore, or be you want to go and explore about the lagoon and understand about the house reefs. There are private sessions that have been conducted too.
Oh, fantastic. So anyone that's coming to enjoy the marine life and the surrounding water, there's plenty for people to be enjoying.
That's right.
We did see some dolphins yesterday when we went out on the sunset cruise as well. The spinner dolphins that were jumping in the air. They're just so beautiful creatures, aren't they? And you mentioned about the plan here on the island for guests. It's an all-inclusive plan.
Yes.
What dining options are there for guests?
Well, it is beautifully designed. If you would have seen, Gemma, that the island plan holds with all-day dining features being there. All three meals are included in that, followed by a mesmerizing bar, which is called Rabandi Bar. Basically, it's the concept that has been acquired from a local uh, uh, Latin wall that is describes about the coconut. Inside the coconut shell, you serve the beverage, and that's why it is named after that. And that bar is also part of the inclusion based on the selected beverages that are part of the plan. And if you want to really experience the specialty dining, if you stay for 4 nights and above, you are also allowed to choose one of the dining, whether from a Raga Route, which is our Indian progressive restaurant, or whether from a Just Grill, which is our Mediterranean restaurant.
And of the two specialty restaurants, out of interest, which is your favourite?
My favorite is very difficult to mention because those are primarily been designed and crafted by all of us. Both restaurant carries a different level of strengths and different level of experience. So I would encourage all our guests to have the proper experience of all the restaurants, so that it comes to a closure memory. And when you go out of the island, your experience will be enormous and will be complete with these restaurants as well. So, personal favorite of 50% guest goes to Just Grill, and also there are many guests who have written that our Indian progressive restaurant is almost closer to a Michelin star restaurant. So,
Oh, wow.
so that's where the strength of both the restaurant evolves.
So you should say essentially guests should just come for 8 nights and then they can dine at both and then they don't have to choose.
I always encourage our guests to stay more than 8 nights so that they experience entire excursions of an indulgence of our plan.
And you spoke earlier about the refurbishment. How has that been received by regular repeat guests and the new guests coming to the island?
Well, so far, what we have witnessed and our statistics that covers from the guest feedback says that they are very mesmerized with the plan that we have come up with the refurbishment, because it gives a kind of a secured place, more with the weather protectiveness, and plus at the same time the grandiousness and the modern touch towards the water villa has elevated the whole experience of the resort. And it actually covers many demographics basically, and also the choices that have been created for the guest. For example, if it is a honeymooner, they can all select the water villas which are designed to that mood lighting. Also, at the same time, there are families who can choose family villas. We've got 9 categories of villas, which offers different varieties and versatile for any category of guests that want to primarily choose for. So that's why Helengeli becomes very important for any kind of demographics that they want to choose and stay with us.
That refurbishment has really meant that everyone can come and enjoy the island.
That's true.
And do you find with that, is it more couples or more families, or is there quite a balanced split?
We got a very balanced guest portfolios now, and we get more of couples. Plus, also there are timings where we got 3 months more of families as well. So it has got a very balanced approach now to the resort. But at the same time, the strengths are more into couples at the moment. Yeah.
So very much for everybody, but as you say, couples would certainly come here and
Yes.
enjoy the honeymoon. So we're sat here in the water suite. This is stunning. This is a perfect honeymoon suite option.
Absolutely.
And the water villas, I'm personally staying in one myself, and they are gorgeous, aren't they? Just
You are spot on.
there's the views out to the ocean. When you're in the bathroom, you can look down and see if there is anything swimming below. I just think it's such a unique experience coming here, isn't it? What would you say your top tips would be?
Of course, the food out here is very, very, very good. And as far as feedback is concerned, and you must have experienced it, that's always there. A lot of guests have experienced our people are very genuine and very honest and very sincere at their work. So I think that is driving them more. And of course, we are blessed with such a nice house trip that attracts our guests to kind of come and experience the dive and the excursions, and also to explore the marine life, which is pretty healthy out here. So these are few things which I would definitely tell that a guest must come and experience this part. These are the 5 prime tips that I can able to give you.
And you say that about the team that work here. We were speaking to one of your team members yesterday evening, and he was saying to us that he's worked at several resorts, and this is one of his favourites that he's worked at. It feels like there's very much a family feel amongst the team. Would I be right in saying that?
Oh, absolutely. We always believe it's one island, one team.
And finally, Manus, just thinking about people at home, thinking about coming to the Maldives, there is an array of choices, as you know. What would you say for guests looking to come here? What the vibe, what the atmosphere is on this island? What would be the general feel of the stay? Is it quite lively? Is there entertainment, or is it much more of a relaxed feel?
It has got two elements to this island. One is when you are at the morning, witness the sunrise. You will be blessed with that. And after that, you witness the excursion of diving, followed by food. And in the middle part of the evening, enjoy the sundowner DJ and the live band, which is quite mesmerizing too. And at the end of the night, you enjoy the peaceful sleep, which is very important, and which a lot of resort might not able to give you that level of peace which you are going to witness at Helengeli. Why I'm saying? Because it is a natural island, it is lush green island, the landscaping is so beautiful that you get a tranquility in terms of getting into a proper sleep. So that's why I say that this is one of the best to come and explore and enjoy your peaceful vacation.
Oh, lovely, Manus. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and wish you all the best.
Thank you.